For over 50 years, folks traveling this highway have been exposed to a unique method of advertising, barn top. Started in 1932, the year Rock City and Chattanooga opened, barn top advertising has been used by the popular tourist attraction as a means of promotion. In 1956, 800 barns scattered across the country carried Rock City's message. Today, with the symbolic barn diminishing from view, only about 100 black and white painted barns bearing the slogan, "See Rock City" remain. Fred Kirkland, besides knowing a good picture when he sees it, is somewhat of a barn and Rock City historian.
Well, Jamie, this came about in around 1932 when Rock City was first conceived by the uncle of the now president, Bill Chapman. He's a grandnephew of the original owner. And he just got the idea of painting these barns, and he went around and asked the people, well, I'll paint your barn if you let me put my sign on it. So they did. So they got their barn painted for free, and he got his sign. And it became such a phenomenon that other people started doing the same thing. What's happening, the new superhighways are more or less isolating the old barn from the flow of traffic. And there's no one going to build a barn just so they can come along and paint a sign on it.
The weather-beaten, picturesque old barns are giving way to the newer, better located new Rock City signs. And pictures of an ad just won't be the same.
Old barns like this one won't be torn down just because they aren't seen that much anymore. They'll just fade away as an advertising legend. In Jackson County, I'm your country rover, Jamie Cooper.
Peggy Campbell and her husband Tony got themselves a baby right after they were married 15 months ago. Why did you want to have a baby right after you got married?
Excitement. She was something to play with and a part of us that we could raise up and to have a child like, but when we got ready to go somewhere, do something, all we had to do was put her in a cage and give her a banana and bye.
This is the Campbell's baby girl, Risa. A 17-month-old Risa's monkey that practically has the run or swing of the house.
As long as she's on a leash, she's all right. She's real good. She's playful, and she jumps around and plays. Jumps around.
What's she eat?
Bananas and grapes, mostly any kind of food, but she likes fruits more than anything. And she has an iron Flintstones one a day, every day, so she gets her vitamins out of her Flintstones.
This is her favorite game. You said, what's her hobby? Playing chase with Mother.
Some of Risa's favorite things are hiding from Mommy. She also likes to ride the family three-wheeler, though it'll be a while before she's old enough to drive. Stroller's not even needed for this baby girl. And unlike most young girls, Risa is already climbing trees. And she's got her own pint-sized swimming pool. Risa's really just like any other child her age. She loves to play, eat, and she's only bitten a few people. I guess you could say she's just another yard ape. In Huntsville, you're a mean-looking baby. Country Rover, Jamie Cooper.
Oh.
Where are they going to sleep? I mean, look at this. It's just...
They're going to sleep right on the deck, on top of barges and everywhere like that.
He says if they can't...
Before most of you had even gotten up this morning, a small crowd had already begun to gather in Guntersville to bid farewell to this town's most famous citizen and his boat. Mississippi Bill Harris and the Miss Guntersville Lake are somewhat legendary figures in these parts. 74-year-old Harris for the past 20 years has made an annual river voyage in his 12-foot aluminum runabout, and every year was to be his last.
The book says a wise man will change his mind, and a fool won't, and I'm a wise man. Well, a lot of people say I'm as nutty as a Christmas fruitcake, but I don't think so. You get away from everything. We hear no radios. We see no newspaper. We don't ask what the weather's going to be, and when I go under the last bridge, the George Houston Bridge, I push her wide open, and I'm in hog heaven.
Bill Harris has traveled more than 47,000 miles in his 145-pound houseboat. On this excursion, along with 24-year-old John Mitchell, Harris and the Miss Gunnersville Lake will, when they return, have logged some 50,000 miles in 20 years. Bill Harris is expected to return here to the Harbor House in about 2 weeks, or 2,800 miles from today. That's a long way, no matter how you look at it, even longer in a 12-foot fishing boat. In Gunnersville, I'm your country rover, Jamie Cooper. This girls' softball team is one of the best in the state, having won some 300 ball games while losing under 50 the last 5 seasons. A phenomenal record for any team. They're known as Hogan's Heroes, not for the TV show, but for their coach, Doc Hogan. This was the first year since he started coaching 2 decades ago that Hogan had retired to the shade rather than the first baseline. It's hot enough this time if you're playing softball, and when you're fast approaching your 94th birthday, the days seem to get a little hotter.
All right now, defense, girl, defense. You know you got it.
Hogan didn't start coaching until he was 73. That was 20 years ago. He's never missed a game, and he hasn't lost that many either.
Come on, KB!
Well, how is it you win so many games?
Being good to the girls, treat them right. Never bowl them out. Make her they hate it worse than you do.
The main reason Hogan's Heroes win so many games is Coach Hogan himself. Just ask anyone who plays for him.
He gets all fired up. He wants to win more than anybody on this team.
And he is the inspiration that makes people come out here and give their all. We figure if he can go to these tournaments on Saturday when it's 100 degrees, sit out there all day, we ought to be able to get out there and play ball and win ball games for him. And we do.
The final score in this game was Hogan's Heroes 23, opponent 0. Hogan's Heroes are going to be looking for a new sponsor in a few years. Well, that's when Doc Hogan plans on retiring, when he gets to 100. He says he's going fishing then and continue his winning ways. In Decatur, I'm your country rover, Jamie Cooper.